Hi bestie! If this popped up on your feed, this is your sign to start over. Welcome to this video, and today we are talking about exiting your lazy girl era. But I want you to know we're not lazy, we're overstimulated. There's a difference. We spent hours and hours watching content about these ridiculous routines we're never gonna start, and at the end we feel burnt out. Trust me, I know, because I felt exactly the same. So I made some shifts, implemented some habits, and I want to share them with you because some of them are really great and I'm sure they're gonna help you out. And they do not involve waking up at 5 a.m. or the hustle culture. They're very slow, they're very attainable, and you're welcome to try them out right now. So for chapter 1, let's get rid of the most obvious trap that we all get into that is keeping us glued to our bed, to our chair, to whatever. And that is the phone or the laptop or whatever you wanted, but it's the dopamine trap, and we need to sort this out first. We're gonna cancel out all the noise so we can create the order. And I know it's so easy to just pick up your phone, lie down and scroll for hours. I was the victim of that as well. I am guilty. And some hacks that you can try out to minimize the screen time are, for example, one of my favorite hacks is to turn your phone black and white. So when you turn your phone black and white, you lower the amount of satisfaction you're getting from your phone. The content is no longer that interesting and you're much quicker to, drop that phone and focus on something else. So this is a really cool hack. Besides the digital detox that I've been yapping about in every video, what I also love to do is I like to create a app jail. And you literally create a folder on your phone and you put all of the apps that are wasting your time in that little folder. So we're not gonna delete them because this would not do anything. That is too drastic. We're gonna come back to that habit. We don't want that. But we're gonna move them in a place that if we do want to consume it, there's a warning sign on them. So they're in jail. You can pull out any app for a certain amount of time in the day, but you cannot be on that app the entire time. So just try to go through your phone and see where you're spending most of your time on and put that app in the jail. The folder, name it, I don't know, energy drain or whatever you would like to call it, and just put the app there. So every time you go, you would see the title and you would think twice before spending too much time on that app. Now, if you want to really minimize the screen time, which is the first step, what I do really suggest is having an hour detox. So what I mean by that is set 1 hour in the morning or evening, whenever you like, and this is your time without the phone. And this is your time without anything digital. This is your analog time, okay? Okay, so this might be a bit more of a drastic step, I don't know, depending on your screen time, but I feel like we can all separate an hour of the day where we don't do anything digital. We're not watching the TV, we're not watching our laptops, our iPads, our phone, anything. Hour a day, you're gonna see just how entertaining you are as a person. You will explore what you like, you will maybe try some hobby or something. And during this hour, you're gonna allow your brain to really reset. Our brains are so overstimulated that we really need to let them breathe so we don't burn out. So this hour will be your brain reset time. If you are not gonna lower your screen time, if this is not something that you want to do, let's at least make it productive. So we're gonna make our phones a little bit more productive and a little bit more entertaining in a good way. So you can still scroll, you can still be on your phone, but it's not gonna be just absorbing a bunch of junk and toxic stuff online. What you're gonna do is you're gonna reset your algorithm, and I've spoken about this so many times, but this is basically your digital detox. And you are gonna go on your phone, you're gonna create a second account on whichever platform you use the most. Create a second account. It doesn't have to be your personal account. It can just be, anything random. Use a random username. Maybe even start a very niche specific page. It's an old account that I haven't really been using, but I noticed that on this account, because I only interact with things that really motivate me and things that really kind of give me that push to really do something and to be productive. And since I only engage with that type of content, over time my algorithm changed in a way that I don't see one piece of junk content on that account. On my personal one, I don't even want to talk about drama, reality TV, all of the best. But on that account, nothing. It's filtered out, it's sorted out so perfectly. Algorithm really shows me only the things that I really enjoy, that the productive and good version of me enjoys. So I love that account. It's so good for you. So yeah, you can do this on your own account as well, but I feel like if you had it for a very long time and also you have a bunch of friends that interact with the similar stuff to yours, send you stuff, it's gonna be a bit hard. So that's why I suggest a second account where people are not gonna be sending you, you know, the reels or the TikToks, so you can really focus that account on a certain topic. I started this account, actually converted it into this algorithm that I love. When I started the gym, I really needed a push to be consistent with it, because when you start anything, you are struggling to really keep up with it, and this really helped me. Like, I just had a bunch of girls working out on my For You page or on my like explore page on Instagram. It's like a bunch of really educative content as well when it comes to the gym, like how to do some sort of exercises properly, like what form to use. I loved it because I was not only learning how to do it right, I was also very much motivated because I saw them doing this thing. I was like, my brain goes, okay, I want to do the same thing. Like, it looks cool, I want to go ahead and do it. So it just made that whole process of starting a new thing, a new good thing for you, much easier. So you definitely want to give that a try. So the last thing for the digital world, that is a very simple thing that you can change, but it does push you. On any device that I use, my wallpaper is always my mood board. So I make different mood boards. I have a template for this. I can share that with you, and basically I have my laptop wallpaper for my mood board, and I have for my phone, and I have my iPad. So I have different ones, like different formats, and sometimes I switch them. It's like I don't have the same on my phone and my laptop, just so my brain doesn't get, you know, that bored with that wallpaper, because I usually have it for a year. So like I put all of the things that I want my year to look like on that vision board, on that mood board, however you want to call it, and I leave it for a year. Like I don't change it. So it's super satisfying, but also super motivating, because when you go on your phone, the first thing you see on your phone is the reason why you should not doom scroll, and it kind of motivates you to actually do something different, and I really love that hack. So I will share my template with you below. Download it, go to Canva. You can switch up anything that you want. Like, this is your playground, be creative with it. So we're done with the digital world, let's come back to our own reality and let's talk about movement, because, and I'm not gonna bore you with the super heavy workouts or anything. Like, you need to remember that, like, if you are stuck in a certain area of your life, if you feel unable to get out of bed and do something because you're constantly in the same loop, you need very small steps in order to do so. Like, you cannot do anything drastic, you're just gonna come back. So we need to do it step by step. You need to activate your body before you demand it motivation. Like, your body's not gonna be just motivated out of itself. You cannot just ask your body of that. You need to move it first. You need to activate the body. When you wake up in the morning, don't reach for your phone. So like, the first habit that I want you not to do is when you open your eyes, do not reach for that phone. Again, if you have to reach for the phone, if you really have to, do it with the second account, okay? Basically, I want you to move before you scroll. Even if your first reaction is, I'm gonna scroll on my phone, just get up and go to your sink. You don't have to do anything. Like, you don't have to do anything. Just get out of your bed and walk to your sink. Stand next to your sink for 2 seconds and come back to bed, and then scroll. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it does make a big difference. Also, before you scroll, get out of your bed and open your window. Once you opened your window, if you really feel the urge to come back to bed and scroll, do it. But first, open the window, get out of the bed, even for a few seconds, stretch, do whatever you like. Just don't make that habit of the first thing you do when you open your eyes. Not even open your eyes. Like, I remember at one point, I was not even looking at my reels or TikTok. Like, I would be like this, like just listening to them. And that's not good. We don't want that to be the first interaction our brain has in the day. Or the first command you give to your brain should not be scroll. In the morning, your brain is the most suggestible state. So the first action you do in the morning is what's gonna set the rest of your day. So don't do that the first thing. Just walk around your apartment, open the window, go to your sink and come back to bed. I don't care. Just don't do it the first thing in the morning, okay? Also, when you wake up, what you can do is play some ambient music or maybe some like cafe music. This kind of tricks your brain that there are other people besides you in your room or your apartment. So it makes you feel as if you're in a company of somebody, and it doesn't seek so much direct attention from your brain. So like you are not just picking up your phone and then, you know, going back to sleep. You feel as if you're in a different environment, in a different setting, and the moment your brain feels like it's in a different setting, it's gonna have different commands. So wake up, put on some cafe music, I don't know like what you like to listen to or what your cafes play, but find that playlist, put it on while getting ready, play that music as well, like whatever you need. But like in the morning, you need to feel as if you are in a different environment than your room, because in your room, your first reaction your brain has or wants is to go back to bed. The last hack or the habit, however you want to call it, the last shift that you can do for yourself in the morning is get ready. I know you're gonna be thinking, okay, I'm not leaving my house, I'm not gonna get ready. Even if you're staying inside for a few days until you're out of your stuck phase, put on an outfit. There is definitely something in your closet that you feel really good in, but it's still comfortable, right? I don't really leave my house like ever. I like to be comfortable inside. And if I wake up and I put on the slouchiest, ugliest, oldest sweatpants that I have, even though they're super comfortable and I love them, but I wear them usually when I just don't want to do anything, like on the rest days, on the days when I just want to rot in bed. And the moment I put them on other days, I have the same feeling. Like I just want to, you know, get in my bed and do nothing the entire day. They are, in my mind, they're connected to such days. So I like to feel good in a day. Once you put on some like cute activewear or some like gym clothes or something comfortable but still cute, you're gonna feel so much different. You're gonna feel so much more active. Put your hair up, maybe even do some makeup, but like not makeup, like do some like bronzing drops or like comb your brows up. Just do any small little detail that's gonna make you feel as if you tried in the morning and that you really dedicated some time to yourself. Also, if you put on like a cute sportswear, like a cute like gym set, you are much likely to end up in the gym in the day. Like if that's your goal, if you want to start to gym, like if I wake up and put on my gym clothes, I am so much more likely to actually go to the gym in that day. So now that we're up and about, we're gonna reintroduce some grounding and control back into our lives with this simple habit. We don't wanna overwhelm ourselves. So we're gonna start nice and slow, and we're gonna start with the 3-3-3 rule. You're gonna put away 3 things, you're gonna wipe 3 surfaces, and you're gonna spend 3 minutes tidying your digital space as well. Now, this doesn't seem like a lot. You're not doing too much. You're not gonna, you know, jump into cleaning your entire apartment or studying for the next 30 hours. These are like really simple, they're very small, but the idea is that they're manageable. Your brain thinks, okay, I can do 3 things. I can wipe 3 surfaces, that's fine. I can put away 3 things. That is not a big task for me. So your brain accepts it much easier rather than if you forced it to do something for a much longer period of time, or if you put a bigger task on it. If your space is messy, your brain is gonna feel very messy as well, and you're gonna fall back into the same routines and same habits. So we wanna tidy it up, but we don't want to put all of the effort and all of our energy into it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna set a 7-minute timer. Like put it a 7-minute timer, and you have 7 minutes to clean. You'll be shocked at how many things you can get done in 7 minutes, even if it's just like doing a random task. Like even if it's not cleaning, but for example, you need to work on something. Tell yourself, I'm gonna do it for 7 minutes. Usually we don't really need a lot of time in order to do something. It's just that our mind turns it into this really big and scary thing. We think that we need like a lot of time to do it. In reality, you really don't need as much time. If you want to keep a momentum going, for example, if you want to have the same habits or the same little routines every day, for example, if you want to tidy up your space once per day, just like a little bit, or want to prepare a healthy lunch for you, anything that you know you want to do, but your brain doesn't really want to do, the first time you do it, try to use some sort of prop to repeat familiar environment for your brain in order to activate it. So they're giving it a signal in a way. So if you decide, okay, I'm gonna tidy my room up, get a glass of water, but drink it from a mug, for a specific mug. So take the specific mug. The next time you end up repeating that routine or task or whatever, do the same trick, use the same mug. At one point, your brain is gonna connect that and it's gonna be familiar with that activity. It's not gonna be a strange thing. It's gonna think, okay, she's using that same mug, this is what follows, and it's easy, we're gonna do it again. Now that is just an example, it doesn't have to be a mug. It can be like a playlist that you play every time, or it can be maybe a familiar scent. So you'll light a certain candle only when doing those tasks or those habits, routines, whatever. And that is gonna really help you out to repeat those habits in the future as well. Another good hack that you can try out is look at yourself in the mirror. So if you want to do something, look at yourself in the mirror and say it to yourself. Let's say it out loud. Like, you need to say it out loud, because this saying it aloud kind of makes our brain think that we're committed to it. So it's committing your brain to actually fulfilling what you're about to do. Another good advice is, even if you know you're not going to finish some tasks, still start it. And this just is a thing with our brain, that if we start some things, our brain automatically wants to go back to it because it's not finished. You know, our brain doesn't like when something is not finished. It can also be cool, for example, if you're writing a to-do list, and try to, like, when you're writing things that you need to do, like a task, a certain task, write out like the first half of it, don't finish it. If you want to look at that to-do list again and really commit yourself to it, if you leave it unfinished, your brain is gonna keep thinking about it because it's not finished, and it's gonna want to go back to it. So you're more likely to look at that to-do list again. So even with tasks or writing out the things you're gonna do, even if you know you're not gonna do it all the way, still start it out, because your brain will want to come back to it. Now that we're out of the lazy girl era, now that we're once again ourselves, we really need to keep that, because that is the whole point. We don't want to go back to the old habits, we want to keep the good ones. Instead of seeking like outside motivation, we are going to activate our internal motivation, and we are going to train our brain into liking these things. And it's very easy. So first habit that I have for you, or first hack, is the 17-second rule. 17-second rule says that you need to hold a thought for 17 seconds in order to build emotional momentum. If you want to really put yourself in a good mood, if you want to put yourself in a productive mood, you need to think about positive things for 17 seconds. In those 17 seconds, I want you to hold on to one single thought, do not contradict it, and this will really put your energy into a whole different level. Also, if you I love my scroll time, so like I do scroll, but I try to do it, like, for example, it's important to follow your circadian rhythm, and you are usually most productive in the morning hours from like, I think 9 to 11 a.m. and then afternoon from 4 till 6 p.m. This is very individual. The biggest energy drop usually is at around 2 p.m. This does not have to be the same for you, but you can kind of track your mood throughout the day and see when those drops are. And then dedicate that time when your energy drops to the scroll, okay? So you're not wasting your active and your productive time. Rather, you're utilizing your circadian rhythm in order to still keep that scroll time, still keep that lazy time, but you're not doing it in the most crucial hours of the day when you could be studying or working or whatever you need to be doing. Another cool hack that I have for you is you can name your alter ego. So it does sound a bit weird when you say it, but if you give your brain an order and you say, okay, I will study for the next 2 to 3 hours. You can debate with your brain, like, will I really do it? Like, will it really be 2 to 3 hours, but I have to do this, but what if I do it tomorrow? I have enough time, blah, blah, blah. And then you don't end up doing it. But if you say, for example, if I name my alter ego Lily, if you say Lily will study for the next 3 hours, it feels more as an order to someone else, not to yourself. So your brain is much easier to accept that fact and actually go ahead and study those 3 hours. So you're not like taking the time of your day to give to studying. No, you're just turning into Lily, and Lily really has to study. So when she is done, I will probably break this lamp by the end of this video, because this is my 3rd time I hit it. Instead of arguing with your brain, you're more like giving it input. Get yourself into that role. Okay, I'm going into the role of Lily and she needs to study for the next 3 hours. It makes the discipline more playful, and it's not like a direct command. It's more like you feel funny when you do it. You feel ridiculous a little bit, but it works. So giving your discipline more softness and more playfulness, which is always a good thing. For the last chapter, I don't have many things, but I think it's a really important chapter because I feel like we romanticize such unreachable things that we forget to romanticize daily things. And romanticizing daily things makes us more willing to actually do them. I feel like we need to rebuild our love for daily life, because this is our life. Like, you cannot just wait for your future self. You need to be living in the moment and create that future self at some point. But for now, you need to love your reality. So you want to romanticize your current reality, because every single aspect of your life can be perceived as beautiful, as magical, if you just change your outlook a little bit. You want to feel like a character in a TV series or in a show. You have your own show. Just think of it that way. Like, would you watch a TV show where a character would just lie in bed for 28 hours watching something? Probably not. But even if it's like the most boring TV show with the most like ordinary life, it can still be super entertaining and super fun if you just turn it that way. If you give attention to small things, if you romanticize the small things, it can turn into something wonderful, and you are less likely to fall into the lazy girl era again. Rather, you would feel more fulfilled and eager to really conquer that day. So include some rituals in your day. Light a candle sometimes in the day. Make that scent very familiar to you. It makes the scene much more beautiful. It makes you feel soft and cozy, and it just really gives that nice glimmer to your life and to your daily routine. Buy yourself a cute mug, buy yourself a cute glass, whatever you want. It's gonna feel so much more special rather than if you just, picked up a random glass or a plastic cup or whatever. If you prepare your coffee, it's gonna become a new ritual with yourself, and this is what makes the daily moments truly beautiful. It's like you feeling good. Also, like I mentioned, get ready for no reason. Like, you don't have to get ready for other people. You get ready for yourself. Even if you're not going anywhere and you don't wanna do anything, like even if your hair is messy, I like to just put it into a sleek bun. That really elevates the look for me. Like, oh my god, it's nice and sleek and tight. Put perfume on. You're not going anywhere, but you still want to smell nice for yourself. Put that perfume on, that body mist, whatever you like to do to really feel amazing. So out of all of these habits, I hope at least one could be helpful for you. You don't have to take them all. Like, you can just cherry pick and pick one that you really like and stick with it. Try it out. And then pick another if that one doesn't work. And I feel like just you being here and watching this until the very end shows that you're doing better than you think you are, and you are not lazy. You're just in your rest era, okay? You are resting for the best version of yourself because she needs rest. You are just, healing and protecting yourself, and that is totally fine. But if you clicked on this video, you probably want to go back to your old self, and you are always more than welcome to start over and really work for your future self. Now, I'm gonna leave the template below if you need it for the vision board. If you have any other requests from me, I would be more than happy to film them. I really hope at least some of these habits helped you out. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video.